Hey everyone, it's Kam. I am on the Zach Nichols podcast, and we are talking all things me and all things challenge.
Welcome back to the Zach Nichols podcast. I'm here with the co-host.
What's up, man?
The co-host, the big co-host.
That's me.
But more importantly, we have
The main event.
the probably someone with the most meteoric rise ever in challenge history, and she domesticated Leroy.
Oh
Kam Williams on.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Can I tell you a secret?
Of
in,
course.
in my phone, it says Cam Garrett.
Oh, it doesn't. That's so
I swear to
cute.
God. I swear to God.
See, like, I don't know if I'll ever officially change my last name. I've always been the hyphenation kind
Yeah.
of girl.
Oh,
You
yeah.
get what I'm saying?
You're proud
'Cause we're
Williams.
like-
I'm
yeah,
married to one of
Williams.
those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real,
You like
though.
the hyphenation?
Legit. Though.
No, I don't even think she's actually hasn't even changed it. We just roll with two different last
Yeah,
names.
because why do I have to change like all of my paperwork? You get like he could technically take the Williams because everybody is a Williams, right?
Hey, you said it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It goes with anybody's name.
Yeah. Okay.
Zach
Yeah.
Williams.
I'll be sure.
Exactly, yeah.
Close.
I'll be sure to change it.
So
You should.
Zach Williams sounds good too.
it does. Jenna didn't switch because like social media and that's how she makes money, but she's always like Jenna Nichols. Sounds like a porn star name,
It kind of does have that porn starish ring to it.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
And so then she'll
She thinks so.
so then like 6 months after we're married, I'm like, are you gonna, and she goes, it's just a process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been 3 years.
3 years
Speaking
and 3
of all the
kids.
traditions, like some of the traditional traditions, like I'm here for, but like the ones that are changing, like I am totally here for. Like, why should I have to? Like, we should both get a new last name. You get what I'm saying? Either that or like, yeah, I don't know, the hyphenation, as I said, but it's too much paperwork.
Yeah, it's a lot of paperwork.
And dealing with, that whole, it takes forever too. And I don't care. It doesn't bother me at all as long as the kids have my last name.
There you go. There you go.
But anyways, it's great to have you here, but it's also great that now you're a fellow Michigander.
Yes, I am.
Round of applause.
Yeah. Who would have ever thought, Cam, that you would be living in Michigan? Because
Definitely not me. I
You remember-
definitely didn't think
I just,
so.
funny story, when we were in Prague, remember it was like cold and snowing, and you were like, oh no, I don't deal with this. I'm like, you're from New Jersey. This is pretty much typical. And you go, yeah, but I don't clean my car off. You're like, my dad does. And then I was like, well, what are you going to do? And you were like, I'm going to find someone to clean my car off.
Listen,
And
I
he was
sure
in the
did.
room.
Listen, you see, this is what like manifestation works. Sometimes you got to put that energy out there because, like, oh no, I don't plan on doing that at all.
No.
Ever.
Hey, listen.
I told y'all,
Queen-
you were pumping my own gas
Yeah.
this morning. I was, ooh, this is ghetto.
Queens have
Okay.
people to do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Period.
Queens have people to do that shit,
Okay.
and if that's the standard, that's the standard. You hold it to hold it high. Welcome to Michigan. Obviously, we're dealing with. It's not that bad, but the elements. You got to be ready for everything here. Which in your life and in your chance career, you have been. And from the very moment you got on the show, you've been a boss. So have you been bossing up on Michigan? Like, have you learned your spots? And how do you like Ann Arbor?
Okay, so we just came from Houston, which this is like a culture shock because there's no culture here, low key or high key. There's really not. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, what is this? So in Houston, I will always say the pro and the cons are like the food, because the food is everywhere. And I could eat literally from anywhere. The food was so good. So with me moving here, I like my DoorDash is thanking me because I'm not going crazy on it because I was ordering every meal on DoorDash before. So now I'm cooking a little bit more.
You're holding it down, yeah.
But because the options are sparse.
Well,
so I don't
really?
like that part.
Even
Yes.
in Ann Arbor, which I would consider
Pretty good food.
The sushi
but-
is mid. It's like it is.
Hey, all I think about is business. I'm like, I think you need to open a restaurant. Like, let's be real.
In Ann Arbor? So
Anywhere here.
my mom used to have her own restaurant, but like I wouldn't do that for me.
Yeah.
But I would do that for her. I would invest in my mom to have her own restaurant again. But yeah, like I'm not trying to do all that.
Bring her
I
through.
probably will because they need it.
Exactly.
Okay?
Damn.
We need the flavors and the seasonings and we need the things.
Yeah.
But Ann Arbor ain't it. Detroit, I've only,
You're hilarious.
I've only been out to Detroit a few times. Wasn't crazily impressed. Like we've been to 2 steakhouses and we were like, that's it.
Do you like Italian?
I do.
We got it. There's an Italian spot I got to take you to. It never misses. So we'll give it
Yeah.
a chance.
Italian?
Yeah, I'm not Italian, but I know the food very well, as you can see.
Okay, well, I'll be the judge of that because I'm a foodie too.
Okay, I'm gonna take you
Yeah.
to a spot that doesn't miss.
Yeah.
That
When?
doesn't miss.
so when we made the second location on Vendettas,
I I know the story you're gonna tell with the sushi.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That is part of it.
Yes, 2 stories.
So we get to Prague, and when you change locations, you go from like them having to care for 30-ish people to like, what was it, 8 at that point or 10? And we had a townhouse and
final shit, guys. For those of y'all who don't know, this is final shit.
And instead of giving us like catering, they were like, listen, like it just makes more sense. We ordered out for every meal. And by the second meal, Kam was like, give me the menus. This is what we're eating. And so she wanted sushi so bad, but like a lot of people didn't eat sushi, but Kam was like, no, we're getting sushi. She was set on it. And then they were like, all right, we were just like, you know what, Kam, order something for everyone. She ordered enough sushi for probably 75 people, and there was like 8 of us. Like crew was eating
Production was forced to eat that sushi.
Probably $2,500 on sushi. And then after that, every time like it was mealtime, I'm like, everyone would just be like, give Kam the menu. She'll order for everyone.
I love the mom energy of, nah, y'all eating this.
Yeah, because I wanted some sushi, but I'm not supposed to eat like. Yeah, like let's all get a turn. We all can choose what to eat one day, but I just wanted sushi.
But I ordered first.
But it was
He
adamant
was
sushi. It was happening. Like people were like, well, what about this? Cam's like, no, I already got the menu. I already ordered it. We're like, no, you didn't.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. Like when I saw how much food came, I was like, oh my God. But I had to save face. So I was like, it's gonna be good.
It did. It wasn't.
It's gonna get eaten.
I was like, it's gonna be good. Just try it.
Yeah, and I like sushi, so it wasn't a problem for me. But there was a few people that were like, I've never had sushi before in my life.
Oh yeah, we'd have been scrapping.
So Zach was always giving dad because I feel like Zach was probably sitting there like, Kam, like now you know we all don't eat that. So he was very nice to me, but you weren't always giving like dad.
Yeah, that was my
responsible era.
So you caught me in my responsible era. Like you caught me like after my break. Vendettas was when I was in business mode. And so yeah, I was just there to win at that point. But like, yeah, I was like kind of giving people like, hey now. Come on now.
I want to hear your story that you thought he was gonna tell.
No,
but
it was just funny because as soon as it became takeout menus, it was like takeout Kam. Kam was like,
Cam's menu.
Kam was like, I got this. I'll order for all you. And I was like, all right.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Yes.
We normally at the beginning of the show take some time to look at some of these accolades. So I'm just gonna name some of them. Okay, we got 7 challenge seasons, 5 flagship challenge champs versus stars and all stars, 3 finals. Okay, we got a 3-time finals. House. Round of applause for the finalists. That elimination record, 9-3. Are you kidding me?
That's crazy.
75%.
Why they kept throwing me in? Zach, you know from the first 4, Zach played a hand in that.
All of them. All of them. Actually.
Talk about it. What was your mindset? I mean, listen, if you don't know, now you know. Like you don't put her in. So what was the mindset?
Essentially, the way I roll is when I was playing the game, if you were a rookie, in my mind, that was like, I'm going to say your name every single chance I get because it's not going to piss that many people off. Well, the issue with Kam was she just kept winning. So like by the last time, I'm like, oh gosh, this is a bad move. But like, I also came into that, like I always say, I came into that game locked in with Cara, Kayla, and Nicole Zanata. And so you were working with Nicole and Kayla, but at a certain point, it was like, it would come down between you and Kayla and them. So yeah, I threw you in quite a few times that first season and you dominated all of them. When I knew it was a problem was when like you went in against Tori and you lost that first round of that pole wrestle. And I think it was because you were more so like, it's your first one really. And you were just like,
that was literally my first elimination.
And you were like, I think you were just like, damn, okay, that's the intensity. And then after that second round, I think Tori felt your strength because you hurt her. And I think then I was like, oh shit, because I had competed with Tori before and she had just made a final. And then you went in and you were like, yeah, no, this is who I am, and stopped Tori dead in her tracks. And I was like, okay, this is gonna be tough. And then you survived another mercenary, and
which was insane. Like
your first 2 elimination rounds were from 2 finalists, 1 champ, and then you went in and beat a gymnast in like a gymnastics thing. And I'm like, oh man, Kam's gonna kill me. Kam is going to kill me. But you did provide me with some of the best humor ever.
Oh my God.
One of my favorite Kam lines, I have to say it, was when we...
That concludes the free preview of the Zach Nichols podcast.
So go to Patreon and subscribe to see the rest of the shit that we talk.
Go do it now.